just enjoyed the talk about the paradigm shift, and I can't be more pleasured and honored to introduce to you our first elite speaker of the session, Pro 7 Tanya Sheldon. I am so excited as we talk. It resonated very heavily with me as Bob talked about that paradigm shift. She will share with you a little bit of that story where she was kind of the renaissance woman of every network marketing company that there is until she had that shift and found her home in LifeVantage. So without further ado, let's let Tanya hear it. Let's let her know that we support her and we are excited to hear from her as we go.
LifeVantage is my 8th network marketing company. I was introduced to this industry when I was in college. A woman approached me in a store. She made me feel really good about myself. So I said yes. I said yes to the way she made me feel and I said yes to her. So I showed up at a meeting, and to this day, I remember how I felt when I walked into that room. Confident and happy laughter. I saw these women that were so confident, and I wanted that. I wanted to be like them. I wanted to know what that felt like. You could say I believed in network marketing way before I ever believed in myself. I would get in, I would give it a try, and I would give up 7 times over. See, I had pretty much walked through my entire life feeling like I was constantly being judged by everyone around me. So even though I was a good connector, I was a horrible networker. I would get people to what they needed, connect them, and then be on my way. Why would they want to spend time with me? What could they possibly see in me? It was only just in the last couple of years, and I've been in LifeVantage for 4.5, that I realized that that's a big lie. And that kind of thinking was not serving me in any way. And that kind of thinking affected who I prospected to. Why would I go after motivated, amazing people? That's terrifying. Why would they want to work with me? How do you think my signal came off having that kind of mentality? Not good. I signed up October 2011 after a summer of Michelle Poe continually gripping on me, and I finally realized that this just might be the one. I signed up for LifeVantage for me. To finally prove to myself what I was capable of. A week after I signed on, my husband was laid off from what we thought would be a very secure, long-lasting job. And this would be the 3rd time that we would go through this. It would be the 3rd time going through it without ever having a plan B in place. So you would think upon signing up for a new opportunity, one in which one of your very best friends was going and being successful at, that I would go in and go hard. But my fear was so strong, I convinced myself that it was okay that I didn't go fast, because Kyle got severance, and that was my excuse. That same day he got laid off though, I drove to a meeting in northern Colorado, and Michelle Poe and Carrie Dickey were there. And Carrie will tell you when she saw me, she saw a deer in headlights. And I don't think she had a lot of hope for me. But I had such a desire to be a woman of confidence. A woman like Carrie Dickey. Like those women I met back in college. And then life threw us another curveball. And Kyle found a job in Idaho. Idaho? Where's Idaho? Well, that happened in no one, leave the comfort of all my family and friends. But God had other plans for me. Shortly after the move, I had one of those aha moments, and I realized that my life wasn't mine, and that my husband's worth was in the hands of someone else. So I had a decision to make. Sit back and mope and think of every excuse why this wouldn't work, where I knew no one and I had no upline and no local support, or buck up and get to work and prove to myself that I can do this. And I chose to get to work. And I got out and I got in front of people, and it was a process. And there were times I questioned it, but I never stopped plugging in. I listened to calls, I showed up, and doing that always proved to me that my situation wasn't so special, that there were other people that could relate to what I was going through, and that I had the ability to overcome it. You guys, there's no room on this journey for excuses, or whining, or drama. You need to check your ego at the door, you need to listen, and you need to show up, and you need to do what these people in the front are doing. Period. End of story. And you might be going through hard times right now, but don't let that define you. Don't let that be your excuse for moving forward. Don't give people that power. Who I am today is clearly not who I was when I got into this company. The first time I was asked to speak on stage was in Spokane, Washington, an event that some distributors were putting on, and when I initially was asked, I said no. I was going to think of every excuse why I couldn't make it, but then I realized saying no would get me nowhere. So I said yes, and I showed up, and I cried through pretty much the entire talk. Big surprise, I know. But doing that and saying yes, it opened up a whole new season in my life. And now today, for those of you that are saying, I don't need to be on this stage and I don't need that recognition, when your time comes and you're asked to be on this stage, trust me, you're going to want it. And it's not going to be about you. It's going to be about all of these people and the message that you can't wait to share. You have to have realistic expectations for this journey, you guys. You have to be willing to put in the work. You have to be willing to give it time. And you're going to get physically uncomfortable sometimes, and you're going to want to say no more than you say yes, and you might even cry your way through it. Oh well. That's what makes us better. You're here, each and every one of you, as a gifted individual, and you have so many unique gifts and talents. And if you throw in the towel and give up in this too early, you're giving up on your true potential. God gave you so many gifts and talents. Don't you want to know what those are? Don't you want to know what it feels like to make a difference in the lives of others? You have to stop playing small. And if you're afraid, I would suggest to you be more afraid of missing out than someone telling you no. This world is not about you. It's about the difference that you can make in the lives of others. So I want you all to get on your feet for me. I know this takes time, but this is not about the person to your right or your left or in front of you or behind you right now. It's about you. Now I can see my team in there. Okay, this is about you. I want you to put those shoulders back, extend that neck, put that chin up. This is who you are, just like you just heard. Woo! You have so much power within you. And there's so many people in this world waiting to hear about LifeVantage. And they need to hear about it from you, not anyone else. You gotta own it today. You gotta step into it. You have to take that power. I believe in you. And I love you. Thank you so much.